Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level. And this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
Somebody go rebound.
Go rebound.
Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, narcs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap.
Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, narps are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You really think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits.
This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, Narps are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, "You didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it."
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, I think you can do something with that. Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, blah, blah. What's cracking like a maggin'? From the jaggin' to the baggin', Jesus up. Yep. Wheeze is up again, y'all. Love y'all for rocking with your boy, getting up in this morning like this. And we about to talk about that, which is all of the topics which are crazy out there in the sports and sports media world, including, we know, the headline topic, UFC Freedom 250. Woo, a lot of controversy and a lot of champions out there, rising and falling. We saw that yesterday. If you guys were alive with a pulse, because it was cracking. It was wild. Okay, we also got to get into some of the NBA Finals fallout. We all know what happened with that, including, have y'all seen, they weren't shaking hands, and there's some fallout from that. We're going to talk through that, of course. More conversations. We're going to have to dig into the NFL topics, because the NFL is like, it's our turn. Thank you, NBA, for your little blurb. Thank you, NBA, for trying to keep their attention. It's our turn. So y'all know how we rock on this show. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, become a member, and we're going to get into all of these topics. And if you got something to say right now, you want me to stop talking, all right, hit the super chat. We chop it up right then, right now. What kind of energy should we be rocking with today? Tell me for real. Because y'all know, some of y'all don't need no coffee. Y'all just need me. I need y'all too. Let's go. Look at this dude right here, okay? I want to hear this one. Okay, so that's me. Y'all caught me slipping. That's me. About 4 inches ago. I was a little shorter. But no, that's me right there. Spurs fan. Everybody wanted to punk all them Spurs fans to go viral. All them Knicks fans wanted to punk them. Well, here's one. They're like, nah. That's not what we meant. Now he putting hands on people, y'all. When did it become the cool part to be the one that got the hit in, but I ran? I thought you're supposed to get the hit in and square up. What? Anyway. Nobody. Like Keith Sweat. Nobody. He can't even straighten his legs out no more. No, I know what that is. 2 hips that need to be replaced. He was just joking. I never thought I'd grow up in a world where all I saw was a bunch of bystanders standing in harm's way but got their camera phone on, and everybody gonna post the same video from a different angle. I mean, look, I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever seen a fight, because I got PTSD. When I see a fight, I'm running, because I always think fights lead to like, I don't think a fight ends there. Now, if it does, good. I missed out. Show me your video. You stood, you risked your harm, you risked your life for. Show me the video. But I will be gone because I have been at least 5 different incidents in my life where they were like, what's up then? What's up then? And then next thing you know, you are running. And you ain't running because he want to fight you like this dude. You running because you heard. And last time I checked, those things don't have names on them. I remember one hit the bush. Woo! I'll tell you that story another time. One hit the bush. The bush. I was in the bushes. It hit the bush. I said, Lord, it's so hard living this life. You know what else is hard? Let me be real. What's also hard, if I can say it, what also is hard is when you got to root for somebody, at least publicly, when you know privately you hate their ass. Y'all don't believe me? Check this out.
As far as from what you get from Cardinals to hear offensively.
I think the toughest part is, again, I was there for 7 years. I know I had 2 different offensive systems, but at the same time, you're getting all those reps. Now having to split reps, it's me already being behind, not getting the amount of reps that, you would typically want a guy to get learning an offense. That's probably the toughest part, just, again, going back to the past, being in control of everything, understanding what we were already doing because I was comfortable within the system. Now coming into the new system, learning on the fly, trying to play fast, efficient, and let it loose.
He went around the rosies, didn't he? Ring around the rosies to basically say, hey, dog, y'all want me to win this job? Y'all want me to be the best I could be? Y'all want a good quarterback? I'm splitting reps. Now, he ain't even talking for the other side. He ain't even talking about for J.J. McCarthy, who now got to split reps too. So they both are getting half of what they really need if they're going to be it. Because most situations, you're the starter. Most situations, you're getting all the reps. And then I remember, what was it, last year or something? They tried to make a big stink out of it. Shedeur only got 2 reps. Fool, you lucky you got 2. That's 3 more than everybody else should get. Seriously, what the hell? What NFL you from? Dog, when I was the man, if I wanted the reps, I play DN. It ain't the same. We got 2 DNs on the field, right? So we got 1 quarterback. But if I want the reps, I got the reps. If I don't want you to get no reps, you ain't getting no first team reps. What the hell are you? Do you know this is a job? Somebody just gonna walk up to your cubicle and say, it's my turn. No, it ain't. Take your ass back downstairs.
While learning is, that's the toughest part.
Are you going to try to get together with guys in July or stuff before camp to work on some of those things here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always grinding, but obviously, guys go separate ways. But I'm pretty sure, we'll get together in the offseason or in the summer.
You know why he stuttered right there? Because he's lying. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be tough for him to get everybody together because he ain't the starter. He ain't got that command. He ain't got them stripes on the side of his sleeve. He gonna be like, all right, guys, hey, I'm gonna throw this camp for a week in Arizona. I still got my spot out there. Y'all gonna come through? They like, I know a quarterback where I live. Like a lot of them dudes be living in Florida and LA. Nah, I'm gonna go work out with let's just say, who's in Florida right now? Jacksonville? Oh yeah, Trevor Lawrence. I'm gonna go. Trevor Lawrence having a little something too. I'm gonna go to Trevor Lawrence. For real. That's how it goes. You be out here in LA. Yeah. Oh man, I'll be in LA this summer. Where you gonna have yours in Arizona? Damn. What week? When people ask you a lot of questions, they ain't coming. If your friends ever ask you a bunch of questions about going out, they not going. You know what I mean? They be like, hey, where we going tonight? You be like, what time? Oh man, for real? What they got to eat there? Oh God, dog, just tell me you're not coming. All right, same thing. Hey, Little Mighty Mouse, I know you having your camp in July over there in Arizona. I think I'm going to go check out Justin Herbert. He down the street right here in L.A. So these are all the things I want you to know, all the devilish details that go into being the athlete, into the sport. Like, people don't even talk about that. No shows talk about, like, you hear how he had to stumble over some of that stuff? Because he was like, I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain of how many reps I'm going to get. I'm uncertain about if I'm the starter. I'm uncertain of the command I get of this team, which I need. But look, let him go out there and ball, all things considered. All things equal, I think he's going to take that job like that. Give me that, JJ. Give me that. And then it's going to be a wrap. But then it's too late to get all those guys back to that July camp when you took the job in August in preseason. See what I'm saying? So now they're behind the 8 ball. Then you're going to be like, damn, they not that good. Even with him, I thought he was better. He better than JJ. He is better than JJ. He just got half the reps. Now he got to play himself into football shape mentally during the season. They might start off slow. Then you be like, get rid of him. Then you're going to hear, why get rid of him? He didn't have a full offseason as a starter. See how the cycle continues? Vicious cycle, too. What else is a vicious cycle, man? A video of Aldon Smith talking about what he was going through days before his life ended. Let's go. Don't put that on.
Today?
I've definitely had better days. Okay.
Yeah, man. Well, you know this is the safe space, man. You want to elaborate? You want to talk about it?
Yeah, but I kind of don't.
Okay.
It's one of...
Okay, so for those who don't know, and I don't even know if they made it official, but let me be unofficial official. So let me call it conjecture. But there's a video circulating from a former teammate of his that showed him crouched over front seat of a truck, basically lost his life, right? Even though he still went to the hospital, he was gone. OD is what they're saying. Now, I don't know if there's an official report out there, but I'm really getting tired of a world where when someone passes on, we don't talk about what we do know, right? And I don't think that's out of respect. I think that's out of protect. Like this whole PC stuff. Like, dog, he's a young stud. Look at this dude. And he just, one day we get a headline, he's gone. I'm like, what happened? Oh, we can't say nothing. So that's what I saw. That's what I heard. Okay. So take that in context and perspective as you listen to him talk about what he's dealing with.
It's along the lines of something I think I've been dealing with my whole life, and I'm just struggling with accepting how it's playing out right now.
You taking that with when OD and you're like, dang, he's struggling with drugs, struggling with substance abuse, struggling with all that stuff. And we know that he has had those struggles as well. So now you kind of see, oh man, so he's talking about, I can't get over this. And everyone who has had an addiction of any kind, but typically it's substance abuse, knows that what they say, you're always an addict or you always are in recovery, right? Like, you talk days of sobriety because you're always an addict. That's what I've heard. The struggle is real. And you know me, man, respect to Aldon Smith, who I got a chance to know for a second there, and salute to all of his skills and his accomplishments. He ain't the only one struggling. Y'all know me, I got love for him, so I got jokes for him. His barber's struggling too. What is he gonna do with this? Bad timing? I don't know. There's no saving that unless you get rid of that part, right? This is a peninsula right here, as they say. Like, there's islands and then there's peninsula. There's no evening this out. I'm gonna see what he does with it. Good luck.
That sounds like a bunch of gibberish.
No, it ain't gibberish, man. I mean, you know, we all go through stuff, but if you wanna.
No, to be honest, I'm grateful, man. I'm in a place of gratitude right now. It's been a tough week.
Tough week. Could it be relapse this week? Could it be relapse before and then struggle through it this week? I don't know. And it's interesting, this barber got a podcast from here. Smart idea. Interesting.
It's been rewarding, and it's starting to pay off. Things are starting to happen.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trusting my barber with the Gucci hat to the back. He gonna sell this to TMZ. Oh, he did.
Okay, good. So, since you've been back in the Bay, man, you've been enjoying your time here. I know you got a lot of history here. Played 2 teams here. What does it feel like to be back?
Man, it's honestly kind of bittersweet. I've gotten such a warm reception from people and.
Okay, we're hearing it now, but this is me picking it up. Whenever you start hearing somebody talk about what they're going through, and then they start talking about what others are receiving or perceiving of what they're going through, you know somebody's really having an identity crisis. And most of these issues and symptoms and illnesses come from, I'm talking about the mental health ones and the addiction ones come from, there's a imbalance between your value of yourself and how valuable you seem to others. Every single person ever, right? They talk about depression, and everyone has their antidote and everyone has their description of depression. But one of the most effective ones is you can't be depressed if you're not always focused in on yourself. Think about it, right? How you feel, what's going on with you. Like, there's a grander perspective you got to start to place what you feel into, and then you'll understand how you should be feeling, right? People sometimes lose their way because they think it's only happening to them. People lose their way sometimes because they think, oh, the world is falling on me. Like, you become a superstar in your own head to your problems. The thing is, we all got problems. Everybody you meet is dealing with something. It's just some of them have learned to pick it up and stay clean. Some of us have learned to pick it up and get dirty. Some of us have learned to pick it up. Oh, no, I can't. It's too heavy. And they stay down. They stop down. There's all kind of ways to deal with the same thing. The same thing.
Places I've gone, but I don't feel as if I'm ready to be back here right now. Just because this is like home, the people are like family, and there's some things I kind of wanted to have some things with me when I came back. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah. So, but it's obviously good to be back.
Kind of blah blah blah. Admit it right there that, like, what I'm dealing with and the struggles I have and how familiar they are to me, I don't need to be around familiar surroundings, settings, or people. And we all been there before. Like, dog, the best way to not have any temptation is to avoid it, right? The best way to say, no, I ain't going out to the club tonight is, no, I'm not going to your house because I know you want to go to the club tonight. So I'm not going over. I'm just going to stop the dominoes from falling from the first one. And it feels weird sometimes when you do that. You feel like you're a punk or you're a child or you're immature. But actually, it's the flip. Like, you see hazards down the road, you're like, I'm not taking that street. Simple as that. That's tough. Everybody has to deal with stuff in different ways. Sometimes it's things that happen around you. Sometimes it's things that happen before you, and you got to deal with them as well.
But Joe, growing up, a lot of people ask me, I know you drink, boy, you funny. The perception on how people view me from the outside looking in, you would think I drink and smoke weed, sitting on the couch, no shirt, bottle in hand. But nah, just seeing my mama, Joe, when I was younger, and watching someone that I loved turn into someone that I didn't even recognize. Early in the mornings. Yeah. It was not breakfast. It's that goddamn Tanqueray mixed with ruby red juice.
Grapefruit juice, huh?
Juice, yeah. Early in the morning. That's your breakfast. At lunch, the same thing. At dinner, same thing.
Man, I grew up with a mother who would drink. Alcoholic is tough, but I get it. Maybe functional alcoholic. I can't give her the description, but she did drink, but not every day. But she did drink. My father rarely drinks. He was a social drinker. He'd go out, all right, let me have one. Some blue little drink. But the point is, the thing that affected me, and I think that's what Chad is talking about, is you see these symbols, right? And these symbols of like these actions from people that are your heroes, your mom, your dad, and you're looking at them, you're like, man, oh, I want to be like my hero. But then you see how it affects them. Can they fly high, Superman? Or no, they grounded. I don't want to do that. See, we all got to deal with it. Whether you saw someone who didn't drink or you saw someone like he did who did drink, and you're like, that's too much. So none for me. I'm gonna overcorrect. I'm gonna go to the extreme. Or I'm gonna go to where you should be naturally, which is no alcohol, no poisons, no toxins. For me, it became adulthood. It wasn't even about how much my mom drank or not, or she drunk or not. Sometimes I'd be like, dang, you chilling too much. That was the worst part about it. I was like, she's so relaxed. I'd be like, tighten up, be mama right now. Now you home girl, because you relaxed. She playing dominoes and spades and just say, you go get it. It's in the kitchen somewhere. Instead of like, I saw on TV, they mamas would get up and go make it. I'm looking at my mama, boy, I got 5 books right here in my hand. You better go get your own food. That was the only times. But I looked at alcohol, I looked at when she consumed it like, oh, that's what you do when you're older, when you're an adult. So almost set it up like it was a goal, some kind of like social metric, real spit.
And it was a constant, and boy, Joe, when she get mad,
but that
already got that lick in her system.
Yeah.
Ooh, Joe. Oh, Ocho, your mama drank that Tanqueray?
What?
Hey,
that Tanqueray gin? Ooh.
You got to be different, don't you?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
That Tanqueray, that Seagram's.
Yeah.
That for them hardcore. I mean, you hardcore.
Hey, that would catch drinking back one from.
Joe, that ain't no Belvedere.
Nah.
That ain't
He ain't lying. It is a different level. And there's levels underneath that too. Y'all know about Conchaca? Yeah, we talking about still, it ain't the bottom level because they got commercials. I've seen the Seagram Gin commercial, Tanqueray commercial. I ain't never seen the Conchaca one. My mama used to drink that Conchaca.
No Kettle One.
No, sir.
Hey, what my grandma used to say, man, girl, you need to stop. You drink it like a fish. It's going to be the death of you.
Yeah.
Every time they get into it, you stop drinking like a fish, it's going to be the death of you.
Yeah.
Morning, noon, day and night, you always drinking. What you think my mama died of?
Drinking. Yeah.
Alcohol poisoning.
Yeah. Hey.
I never ever touched a drink.
Man, respect to you, big dog. Blah, blah, blah. I knew Chad didn't have any vices of that level. I knew that all along because I've known Chad since he was in college, transferring. I think he was going from West LA to Oregon State. Real quick, for those who haven't heard that story, I'm working out with the Chargers. I'm in the league. So, Chargers? Yeah, I think it's the Chargers. I'm in the league, and we're working out. So we're doing what – this is crazy. We're doing that little summer workout that we were saying Mighty Mouse wants to do, right? And I'm one of the guys who bringing it together because it's in L.A. So we at Dorsey High School. Y'all know where it is. Cross the street from the Jungles. We there. Ferraris and crazy cars. Like, cats are just hanging because we in the league. And, you know, this is where we from. So we working out. And I'm not lying. We working out. And we look in the infield. And we like, who in the hell is that? like we know all the guys in the league, especially when they look like that. And it was this dude, super dark smoke, black, like charcoal briquette, like hotel midnight shades drawn, you know, like dark. And he had on like some black tights, and that was it. It was Chad. I didn't know who he was. So I'm looking, I'm like, we just going around in a circle. Then all of a sudden the coolness kicks in. You know how it go. You in the league, and who this dude you don't know? Is he Canadian league? Is he overseas European league? He can't be in college. Look at this dude. He's insane. So we running around doing our stuff, and nobody want to go speak to the dude. Everybody notice him, but nobody want to say hi. You know, one of those things, he focused on working out, and we working out. No, you ain't. You see each other, say hi. So you know me. I walk over there. I say, what's up, man? How you doing? He's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, Marcellus Wiley. And he was like, oh, man, Chad Johnson. I was like, oh. And then he connected. Keyshawn's cousin. I didn't know that. I'm like, where you going to school? He's like, I said, where you at? Where you playing? I didn't say school. I said, where you playing? He said, Oregon State. I'm going to Oregon State. I was like, you in college? Said, you need to go on the track with us. You better than our receivers we got right now in the league. And we laughing. That was it. I ain't stay in touch and all that stuff because, I mean, he still had years in front of him. I didn't know how great it was going to be, but I knew he was going to be a dude. Whew. Crazy how the world turns like that. So beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. We're going to get into the Steph Curry situation. Steph Curry dropped some knowledge on how his life is. We still obviously got the headline topic of the White House, UFC Freedom 250, controversies and championships all around. We're going to get into that NBA finals, the champion Knicks, and some of the fallout from that, including the Spurs didn't shake their hands, all the above and more. But let's get to our top fans first. And, of course, number one is Stomp. I think Stomp got our show on auto. Like, he got some kind of device where he like, watch Wiley's live, even if I'm not watching. He always in the building. I love you, brother. Thank you, man. The number one fan every day. Trap Music, Dan Fan. Look at these. It's the top dogs right here. C. Dola, okay. And Garden Hire. Garden Hire then showed up again. All right, respect to all you guys. As we know, Stomp is on the set. Is he on the set? Yep, super chatting on the set. He's here. And he got some popcorn. So let's go to war, y'all. All right, Steph Curry, how's life? No, for real, how's life?
I don't really go anywhere either, like on the road. I'm pretty much a recluse. Like, I'm in my room.
Hey, y'all heard that? It was a day. Remember, let's go back to Shaq in them days. Shaquille O'Neal used to go to every city and charge $50,000 to use his name to have a Shaq party. Still kind of does. But then this is as an active player. And everywhere you go, the club be packed and Shaq could be there or Shaq wouldn't be there. He still got that 50,000 though. But that's what they used to do in the NBA culture back then. Just want y'all to know that. They used to smoke cigarettes in the locker room. They used to drink alcohol back in the locker room. NFL, NBA back in the days. They used to go to every city and get it in. No camera phones. Y'all didn't bother them the same way y'all do now. And record it and use it against them. So Steph Curry now is a recluse. He says, I don't go nowhere.
Everything. I'm not out like in the streets because it's kind of hard to move around at times unless you're playing ahead.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Spooky T told me you're. He says you're like Michael Jackson. He said when y'all travel, it's like nothing he's ever seen. Does that feel? I'm sure it feels good, right, to know that there's that much love. But at a certain point, it has to be like a logistical nightmare.
It is. And then you don't want to like overcomplicate something simple. Like, hey, we just want to go to dinner in an hour, and I got to make like 7 phone calls just to make sure you can get where I need to go. Like, I do hate that part of it.
Yeah.
But to the point of if somebody asks me like, yo, is it like when we're out, even today, it's like, does this get old? Like people yelling your name all the time? It's like, no, I don't ever take that for granted because I'd rather that than the opposite.
Yeah, it beats the alternative. That's what I always say to my friends when they get a little like, their feet get off the ground, they get a little too cocky, they don't want to sign that next autograph. I know who they are, they know who they are. And I'll be like, dog, it beats the alternative. Because the alternative is you want people to say your name, and they don't. I go out with my boys who are anonymous, even though some are successful, some are not. But they go into a room, nobody know who they are, no one cares. So then you see some of them peacock, right? More piercings, different colors of hair. Why your hair purple today? Why your hair orange tomorrow? Like they start doing why you dressing so crazy? Like people do all kind of things to make you say, I'm here as well. I want to be seen. He is overseen. Steph Curry is overseen, right? And he's like, yeah, there are times where this is just too much. I just want to go down to Shake Shack. Oh, I can't. I can't walk into Shake Shack. I walk into Shake Shack. It is going to seem like Michael Jackson showed up. Crazy.
But it does, you have to find some balance there for sure. Like I got to be human at some point and find my peace of mind.
For sure.
Blah, blah, blah. I remember Brett Favre. Brett Favre was the first NFL player that I got to experience superstardom from. Like, I got drafted to a team with Bruce Smith, Andre Reed, Thurman Thomas, and all that. And they were stars, right? At the same time, maybe because I was on their team, maybe because I got to shake their hands and have Thanksgiving dinner with them, it didn't feel the same. But Brett Favre, who is more popular, right? He's quarterback and he's Brett Favre. So we played Green Bay. Man, look. Woo! I was like, what is going on here? So we always get the police escorts, and the police are bringing all the buses. Right. So everybody get off the buses. I just so happened to be pulling in when they doing that. It was the hotel the night before. So we all stayed separate hotels, but this time it was in this corridor in La Jolla. So then they stayed there, and I was there eating dinner. I'm like, oh, okay. They go to the Green Bay team. And it's weird, you in the NFL and the team that you playing, you see them the day before, you didn't set it up. You just randomly see them, oh, they staying here. Okay, cool. So then I'm looking at everybody get off the bus and stuff. And then naturally, I'm like, where Brett Favre at? I'm trying to get him. And I'm looking, I don't see Brett Favre. So then I kind of like walk outside, say hi to a couple guys I knew and stuff. Oh, what's up, what's up, what's up? I'm like, where Brett Favre at? And they were like, oh, he don't come with us. I said, huh? I said, what'd you say? He said, oh, Brett don't come with us. Too much. He comes separate. Separate what? Separate bus, separate everything. He's like, he comes separately. I was like, damn. And I went back in to eat, and then finally Brett Favre showed up. It seemed like a whole nother team showed up. It was just Brett Favre. And boy, them people went crazy outside. I was like, he don't come with y'all. This is the NFL. This ain't the NBA. Maybe an NBA player or two does that. I don't think they do either. That thing blew my mind. I was like, Brett Favre got his own security detail? He was like, yeah. Like they were like, it's second nature to them. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That was next level. So there's levels to this thing, man. I give y'all one story real quick. When I hung out with Kobe one time, I used to live downtown, Ritz-Carlton, if you know LA Downtown Live. Not to brag, but no, I was kidding. Kobe had a spot there. So I never saw this, and I even asked him this, but someone told me he used to take a helicopter from where he lived in Orange County to the rooftop of the Ritz and then go to his spot there or go to this underground tunnel that connects to the Staples Center now. What do they call it? What do they call that thing now? Crypto Arena. I was like, wow, okay. That's, you hearing it. Oh, okay, that's dope. I live in the place and I can't go underground, so I ain't even trying to ask who can and who can't, because I know I can't, because they ain't told me about it. So I'm hanging with Kobe. And then we go to the front of the building. Mistake. Okay. Mistake. Go outside the front of the building. Talking to Kobe, kind of random, kind of cool, kind of simple, just people staring at him. And then the people who were there first, who were circling and staring at him and waiting and like, I'm trying to respect you talking to this guy, but I can't because you're Kobe. And I'm like, I'm Marcellus. And they're like, well, you don't give a damn. So I'm talking to Kobe, we chopping. And then they just kept getting closer because more people start coming. And then the people who were in the front are like, they ain't going to get in here and get some autograph or picture before me. And it turned into a thing. Kobe. I'm like, I said, dog, all the time? He said, all the time. I'm like, all right, I'm about to walk out. I'm going to look like security to you because I'm walking out. I'm going back upstairs and I'm not dealing with this. This is insane. But it was beautiful to see. Like, part of me was like, I wish that was my life every day. And then I was like, hell no, not every day, because I can't take my itty bitties nowhere. They'll run over your kids. They'll run your kids over to get that pic. They don't want autographs no more. They want a picture, and they just want to say they saw you. They were there with you. It's crazy. All right, let's keep the energy high because this is interesting. Speaking of Kobe, his name was, we were talking about Kobe, and I want to talk about championships. And this is a start 'em, bench 'em, or cut 'em. And we just saw the Knicks win theirs, Jalen Brunson. We know that one of the greatest rings, if not the greatest rings in NBA history, is Dirk. And now we got to talk about, y'all forgot about the rolling around the rim and bouncing on the rim 28 times, Kawhi. Which one is the best?
Start, bench, cut, Joe. Dirk 2011, Kawhi 2019, Brunson 2026.
Woo.
Come on, man.
Hey.
Come on.
No, that's their best years though,
Come on, because that boy,
the Finals MVP.
that Dirk put them boys out when Bron and D Wade was at the, come on, man.
At the apex.
Well, there you go. What? It really ain't an argument, huh? That got to be one, and we know Kawhi got to be 3 just because it's Kawhi. Like, if that was a different star that talked a lot of trash and was always out there like that, we would probably bump it up to 2. Because that's sick. He went to a franchise that never won. We ain't talking about the Knicks that ain't won in 53 years. We're talking about never. And they went. And he did it in year 1. So Kawhi really should be number 1. Better than Dirk. Dirk, they were the number 1 seed years before that. First round. That year that they won, they had actually a loaded team, just not superstar name, but Tyson Chandler? What? Headband Man? Jason Terry? Jake Kidd? What you talking about, Dirk? What we doing over here? Okay? But I get it. Dirk gonna get this one. I guarantee it.
What you got, Joe? Hold on. Oh, Joe, this for Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Man, who coming up with these questions? That's what I want to know. Come on. Who you say now, Dirk? Dirk 2011, Kawhi 2019, Brunson 2026. You say cut, bench, start?
Mm-hmm. Well, start, bench, cut.
Start.
Oregon State. He just changed the order.
I mean, wherever you want to do it. I'm starting Dirk.
Yeah, of
There's
course.
no answer for that boy. Bron never had no answer for him. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell y'all. Start, bench, cut.
Somebody beat it up in the comments. What school did Joe Johnson go to? It's time to start judging.
All right, I'm gonna have to bench.
I'm gonna
Brunson.
see
if we still together, because I got what I know what I would do. I'm gonna have to bench. I'm gonna bench Brunson. I'm gonna have to cut Kawhi.
I knew it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm off. I knew it. Typical. The right response, too, but I'm mad because it's the right one. Oh, man. Kawhi, you got to talk for yourself, brother. And I ain't talking about testifying, Pablo Torre talking. I know they're going to try and force that. What's going on with that aspiration and all that? I know that the CEO got 14 years. Damn. You imagine? I mean, look, he took 270-something million from people, so yeah, throw his ass under the jail, but still, golly, that was crazy. All right, well, let's think about it. I was talking about that Kobe stuff earlier. This is what I really want to get to. Talk about it, baby. Kobe Bryant. LeBron James. This is coming off Shaquille O'Neal. They asked Shaquille O'Neal if you had to start a franchise, who would you start it with, Kobe or LeBron? You thought you were going to say Kobe, right? Maybe.
You like what Shaq said?
I don't know, man.
About
Shaq flippity floppity.
What'd he say?
If he started a draft, he would draft LeBron over Kobe.
He didn't say that. He said he gonna start a franchise.
Start a franchise.
Yeah, it's his thing.
Why is that controversial? As great as Kobe is, maybe greater than LeBron to some of you guys, could he do more things on the court than LeBron in terms of different positions? And like all of the boxes that you have to list to play basketball, who checks more? Now, you want Shaq to say Kobe out of loyalty and alignment or respect to his legacy, rest in peace. Y'all want him to lie like that? Come on, y'all. Let's see if this is really that controversial.
A lot of people would. Shit.
You know, Rashad had a fit today on Twitter.
No, I just said, wow.
I'm just saying, a lot of people would.
I'm one. Would you? Would you?
Awesome.
Beat it up in the comments.
Motherfucker, a freak of nature shit when he get.
I don't think people understand what LeBron James was and is. Have y'all ever seen LeBron James? Like, y'all ever seen LeBron James? That ain't normal. That's not even elite. That's not even like, wow, a specimen. That's like, what is that? For real. 2 days ago, my kids were in the backyard, and then they looked, and they said, Daddy, what's that? And they started running. And I'm like, look, I'm a man. But it certainly questioned my masculinity. When I see my kids scatter like that, I'm going where the kids go. I'm not the dad that is going to take you camping and you say, what's wrong? What's over there? I'm not going over there. We're gone. We're going to find out later as we watch the news that night from a hotel. I'm not running in there and saying what was in there. I could tell you. So they start running. I said, what is that? Now I knew it couldn't be a bear because we in the backyard. But I was like, there is something that is unidentifiable that is flying. And it was like, I don't know what it was. It was two bees. Looked like they were connected. Looked like they were humping each other. But it was more than that. And they had a stinger long as my finger. Oh, I didn't know what to do. So I just ran like the kids.
6'9", 260, 255, 260, running fast, built like a tank.
No, he actually said the reason why he picked LeBron is because.
And that's why I saw in the backyard, LeBron. I never seen nothing like that. That damn double B with the stinger, that's LeBron. He stood in the line twice when God said, I'm giving out talent. He said, oh, you already got yours. He said, can I get another? Can I get a double? He's like, yeah. Everybody else ain't getting no double scoop.
He did. He came in and did it right away. He's like, well, LeBron came in and did it right away. I'm going to start my franchise with LeBron. I'm like, all right, man. Shit.
That's a good point. Shaq words, not mine, even though it's true. He said it took Kobe 2 or 3 years to get it. He said LeBron got it from hello as soon as he picked up the phone.
Yeah. He's going to lead the franchise 3 times.
I mean,
a belt extender. Why I need a belt extender?
Blah, blah, blah. So, got to respect that gangster, okay? Got to respect that gangster. And that's how it is. Ooh, this is interesting. Let's have a little twist. We talking about LeBron. We talking about Kobe. Let's go a little twist. As I show love to all you guys out there, top fans in the building, make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, become a member, or hit the super chat. We chop it up right now. Stomp. Ooh, Slim Diesel's back. Stomp is always 1. Slim Diesel 2. Money Boy Trey. Where you been, Money Boy Trey? I could assume some things, but I'm not. I'm not going to stereotype. I don't even know what you are. I could just guess it out. Where you been, Money Boy Trey? I'm glad you at your Trey position, too. Master Proplex and Trap Music. Love y'all. Y'all back. All good. Let me say this. Whew. Let's take a little angle twist, a little slide off the reservation twist. Remember when LeBron James and his squad, they were talking about where they were going to go as a free agent, and the Knicks were the conversation, and then the Knicks weren't the conversation? Y'all remember why? Y'all forgot? Let's go. LeBron James says he lost respect for Phil Jackson following that posse comment. Superstar said he had nothing but respect for the coach, past tense. I want to get into this real quick. Remember this? LeBron James not particularly happy with Phil Jackson. Cleveland superstar told reporters that he lost respect for the Hall of Fame coach and New York Knicks president Jackson's comments, and because he labeled his business partner Maverick Carter. He objected to the Jackson using that word posse to describe his associates. Remember that? God, this is dope. I forgot about this. This came up today. It must have happened this time 14 years ago or whatever. I've been in this league 14 years, and from the beginning, 2 years in, I felt like that I wanted to put my guys in a position of power and give those guys an opportunity to better themselves. That's sick. Instead of just giving your boy $1,000 to go get some Air Force Ones or, oh, dog, I need a couple bucks so I could go, pay the light bill. Nah. I'm going to teach you how to fish. I ain't going to just give you no fish. This is sick. And in the beginning, we were highly criticized, and I was highly criticized about what I wanted to do to help some guys around me become very successful in business. Yes, you were. I remember. People are like, you stupid. Them boys don't even know what they doing. How you going to help them become something? And you know what? It just sucks that now at this point, having one of the biggest businesses that you can have both on and off the floor, having a certified agent in Rich Paul, having a certified business partner in Maverick Carter that has done so many great businesses, that the title for young African Americans is the word posse. So for me, we see the success that we had, but then there's always someone that lets you know how far we still have to go as African Americans. So LeBron on Phil Jackson, I had nothing but respect for him as a coach. Had respect. Yeah. Until now? Yeah. Call him a posse. And at the time, I was really kind of conflicted. Like, damn, did he call him a posse because they not qualified and they the homies? Or he call him a posse because they not qualified, they the homies, and they black? I was like, there are any ways that you use posse in a white way, right? Right? The movie Posse was some black dudes, right? What was that, Mario Van Peebles? Shout out to a Columbia Lion too. Mario Van Peebles went to Columbia. And I was like, posse. My posse's on Broadway. I assume Sir Mix-a-Lot was talking about some black people. I don't know. I ain't been to Seattle. Seattle sounds like it's some white people. Maybe they're at Starbucks, and Starbucks is on Broadway, and that's his posse, which is some black and white people. I saw the video. Him and Kitchen Station was on their way home, and I didn't see a lot of white people. So I kind of was like, damn, Phil, you really went racial after coaching all them damn black people you coach? Michael Jordan. You coach Michael Jordan. You coach Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman. Oh, Phil got his fingerprints on a lot of blackness. And then he gonna call it a posse? What do y'all think? Beat it up in the comments. I don't know what to think of that one still. Boy, don't you love it when they got plausible deniability? Like, you're like, that's racial. Is it? I think that's what's happening a lot in our world right now, especially with social media. Anything gets out there, you be like, racial or not? Is it? I don't know. I don't know, LeBron. I don't know about that one. But I do know about this one, but sorry, I'm on one side of the fence. Most people on the other side with this one. LeBron, I can help you, though.
Have something to do with the timing of the release of the article? I mean, it's possible. I don't know the answer.
I bet he got something to do with the timing of the damn.
There have been plenty of times. I remember I've gotten myself in heat on numerous occasions because people treat something that I said like I said it yesterday, and I said it 6 months ago, but the damn thing was held until 6 months later. I mean, it happens with magazine articles and stuff like that is what I'm saying, which is very frustrating because, damn it, had it been 6 months later, I might have said something a little bit different than I said 6 months ago, depending on, what the question was and what have you.
And that's interesting because on one account, people want you to be steadfast, dead set, 10 toes down on every opinion you make. But then on the other hand, people want you to read the new information and have a new opinion. He's talking about the conflict that occurs when new information has been presented, but you're bringing up an old question, an old answer, an old Q&A. And that makes him look crazy because he's like, dog, I answered that a year ago. Now it's different. I will answer it different. Put this out. Come interview me now. But they don't. They just use the other one because you sound crazy. Isn't that crazy?
But to speak directly about LeBron, Big Perk is absolutely right in this regard. He's talking about they would say the same thing. No, they wouldn't. Michael Jordan would never tell you he's the GOAT. I know Michael Jordan. I speak to him often. I'm telling you, he has never, ever, ever once called himself the greatest. Ever. It has never happened.
Okay, and I like that. Do I love that? No, because I don't like a world where if you think you are, you got to wait for everyone else to tell you you are. And that happens a lot. Kids, adults, Like we get taught this humility, which is respect. You got to respect how others going to receive you. You got to respect who you are and keep perspective. I love all that. But sometimes you got so much humility it's false. You got so much that you lying to yourself. This just happened. It was E40. E40 has, outside of NBA Youngboy, the most songs on Billboard's Hot 200 ever. Like, and it was something crazy. Like Drake, of course, is there too. And he just said, let me remind y'all or enlighten y'all, I'm here. That's who I am, that guy. If he would have waited for people to tell him he was that guy, he'd still be waiting, right? So I don't think we should hold Jordan as a prisoner of his own success so he can't say he the GOAT. It's not a violation if you qualify to say you're the GOAT, is my point. So if LeBron says it, it's not disqualifying him. And if Jordan wants to say it, I don't look no different at him. I'm like, all right, yeah, you kind of think. If Kareem said it, yeah. Come on, y'all. We going to be mad at the dude because he says he's something, or we going to pump up somebody because he didn't say it, but he thinks it.
Kobe Bryant didn't call himself the greatest. Kareem didn't call himself the greatest. Magic didn't call himself the greatest. Bird didn't call himself the greatest. No, that's not true.
Okay, so are you the smartest in the class? You can't say I'm the smartest. See, that's what happened. Michelle Clapman was the smartest girl in our class, not me. No, not my boy Jabari. We were close. She was it. Michelle Clapman. Beat up in the comments if anybody know Michelle Clapman in this world. Please tell me how well she turned out because she was amazing. So smart. Anyway, she couldn't say that. So you can say you the best on the team. Oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Why we got this world where we can't say what we are? It's okay. You not hurting my feelings, boo-boo. In track and field, I went to a track meet yesterday. Allison Felix, her invitational at USC. Oh, when they finish them races, they say who's the fastest. Usain Bolt show up. Guess what he says? Shaqiri was there. She won 100. Usain Bolt show up. Guess what he's going to say? Fastest ever. Fastest human to ever exist. Oh, he can't say that? Say it if you are, if you think so. I know it's different because it's objective in track. That's why they could say it. In basketball, I don't know.
That's not true. He could say they might have thought it, but they never articulated it to a reporter for print purposes to be disseminated to the masses. It is LeBron James, which brings us to LeBron James. Why would he do that? Because the man is addicted to trying to control the narrative. These are the reasons problems exist. And so many people who support him, they haven't seen the forest from the trees.
Freudian slip. From the what? From the what? Let me say this. Yeah, we have. We just disagree. Like, controlling narratives. This is a control of a narrative right now, this whole segment. It's okay. My response to you is a control of a narrative. We all playing tug of war. Don't get mad at your hands start to hurt now. I'm tired of pulling this. I'm tired of telling LeBron he shouldn't call himself to go. Let the rope go then. I bet you won't do that. You trying to say he controlling the narrative while you respond because you're trying to control the narrative. See how this goes? It's okay. We're going to do this to the day we die. We know it. So just enjoy it.
They get caught up in that moment. He's saying something that moment. You know why you can't get caught up in the moment with LeBron James? Because LeBron James ain't caught up in the moment. Everything he does is calculating. He knows exactly what he's doing. He plots and he plans.
Any problems? Plot, plan, problem. I heard the 6 P's. Y'all ever heard the 6 P's? Proper planning prevents piss poor performances. Shout out to Papa Lenzoni, rest in peace, who used to always say that. Whenever you came up to him with any issue and problem for real, he'd be like, 6 P's. All right, peace out. Proper planning prevents piss poor performances. So what's wrong with planning? I don't see nothing wrong.
Hoping to have a specific impact. I would know. Personally, I know what he does, okay? And I'm not even knocking it because he is on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. He's one of the greatest basketball players to have ever lived. Yeah. I have said repeatedly, I have him number 2 all time. But Rich Paul put it best. Yo, Rich, you acting like that's a damn insult to call him number 2 all time. It is an insult. That's how they feel.
Heard about to laugh. Hey, that was funny, Stephen A. It is an insult if you don't think that's what you have earned. You don't That's not what you deserve. I say it again. If someone walked up to Stephen A. Smith right now and said, oh, you got the #1 show in the morning. Oh, you make the most at the network present day, this moment right now. Oh, but you're number 2. I know you have taken that as a slight. You would. And I know if someone said that, you'd be like, yo, really? You probably couldn't say it out your mouth because everybody know Pat McAfee on your heels, and you have said it as much too. Why would LeBron go to Pat McAfee? Go to the other guys. Go to the show after me. Would you like to be number 2? Because every time I hear you talk, you say, my show is #1 14 years in a row. First take. Because you earned it, and we going to say it. But if we didn't say that, how would you feel? So that's what LeBron is saying. He's like, I earned it. Dog, look at all these stats. I'm #1. Oh, but you, they can do that to you, Stephen A. They can say, oh, well, that was Skip's show. They can say, oh, you didn't do nothing. You just took what Skip did. You ain't doing it by yourself. You got all these people. You always changing them up. Like, people could beat up everything is my point, not to beat you up. But if someone called you something you didn't earn, you didn't deserve, you have a problem too.
That's how they feel. And they feel that way in large part. They think for themselves, but they feel that way in large part because they know that's how he feels. He is still around because when all is said and done, he wants to eclipse every record because he knows down the line, from an historical perspective, we ain't going to remember it took him 23, 24, 25 years to do what Jordan did in 13.
I hate when that is used as a dagger. As a dagger. Like, because in sports, you're supposed to play your best and play as well as you can as long as you can. Like, no one ever raised their hand. Yeah, I want to have a 3-year career. No one wants to be Terrell Davis over Emmitt Smith in terms of career. Like, Terrell Davis, 6 years of foof. But Terrell Davis would have wanted to play as long as Emmitt. So now Emmitt's a problem because he played so long. That's how he got the record. And then Barry's better because, oh, well, Barry did it in shorter time. No, Barry was just better to me. Barry's just better. But all this whole, well, how long did you play? As long as I wanted to. As long as I was good enough. As long as they gave me opportunity. They don't let you play if you suck. You know that, right? You turn into a guy that's working at a desk with a suit on and makeup on. That's what they turn you into when you can't play no more. Crazy, right? How we talk through this. What if somebody beat up Stephen A. Smith and said, oh, you say you #1, but what's your competition? Who'd you broadcast against? Who'd you battle? What other show was out there at 10 to 12? Go. See what I'm saying? It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. You're trying to beat the dude up for the same things you would get beat up for. All right, go ahead.
Or what Kareem did in 19 or 20 or something like that. All we going to look at is the numbers. All-time leading scorer, this, that. We're going to look at all of those different things, and we're going to say statistically he's the best. That is why he is still around.
You say that about Tom Brady when he played his 900th year and won a championship in like his 898th year? When they said they wrote him off in New England, they wrote him off as soon as Jimmy G got a couple of reps in practice because they all were caught up in that love triangle with the agent. And they were like, we're going to get rid of Brady before we have to. Belichick's way was get rid of him earlier, a year early than a year late. He was going to get rid of Brady in 2015? Oops. Not only did he win more for the New England, he went to Tampa Bay and won. But what if he didn't win? Then you'd be killing him. But Brady gets an exemption. He played forever. Why was he playing forever? So he could get all the numbers? What's wrong with getting all the numbers? They trying to make that something that is of discontent. Ooh, you just still playing to get numbers. Fool, I was playing from day one to get numbers. What are you talking about? This is not new. Man, Brady played forever. I think Peyton Manning is a better quarterback than Tom Brady. Tom Brady would say, I am a greater quarterback. And I say, you're right. You're greater than Peyton Manning. You ain't better. But why does that matter? Well, I wouldn't use anything against Tom Brady that Peyton Manning was trying to do. Right? At the end, he had the neck. He had to sit out a year. Came back. Wasn't the same. Wasn't Peyton Manning level. It was like, I'm good. Won that Super Bowl. That second one, I'm good. You think he wouldn't want to play as long as Tom Brady did? People don't understand.
Because he wants that narrative to be dictated. As I told you before, he's on the Mount Rushmore. He's one of the top 2 in the history in my game. That's as far as it's getting. As long as I'm breathing and I'm on the airwaves, it will never be what he wants it to be. Period.
Blah, blah, blah. Your period is a comma. Because guess what? This conversation going to outlast you, LeBron, Jordan, me. So it ain't no period. Ain't no exclamation point. This thing going to go forever. But I will say this. I'm really starting to feel hurt. What's it? Shane Correct? Because what I notice is she doesn't give in to Stephen A. Smith. Like Kendrick will laugh. We saw it, right? A couple of times he laughed. It gives that, that family support. That like, I got you, Vic Dog. That was cool. All right, I'm rocking with you. She just is like, I set you up. That's your opinion. I can smell it. I can tell it. I like that about her. That show gonna go even farther. Stephen A., your show gonna stay number one. How about that? Okay, how about that? What are you still doing the show because you want numbers? Y'all been on for 20 years. How long you gonna be on, Stephen A? You imagine somebody saying that? Y'all ain't got numbers. Y'all ain't number one. What you doing? Oh, you just want people to look back and say, no matter what show existed. See what I'm saying? And here's the real one. Like, I just keep it real. PTI numbers destroy all these shows' numbers. All of them. And PTI never says we're the GOATs. We number one, but you do. You're not number one. See, PTI gets 700,000. Y'all get 400, 500. Come on, man. You want to play that game on LeBron? LeBron, I got your back. Not because you paying me and I'm on clutch payroll, just because the truth is the truth. I never hear Wilbon and Kornheiser saying we're number one on ESPN. Oops. All right, y'all. Beat it up in the comments. Let's talk through it. We got that UFC. We got to get to that. The UFC and everything. Oh, a lot of stuff. Hold on. Let me clean this up and make sure I give some love to my top fans first before we get into that. Oh, spectacle. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, hold on 1 second. Oh, I'm going to get y'all like, there we go. Where is it? I got this thing out of order. I got to put it right back where it's supposed to go. Because if not, we don't flow the same. And we don't go the same. We ain't going to do that. So we're going to talk about the Spurs and the fallout. We're also going to talk about what's happening. Ooh, it's only one off. Oh, that's good. Boy, I thought I was crazy. I ain't crazy. Just got to put this right here, right now. Good. Okay. This is how most lives are. They all slow-paced. This is a Skip Bayless live right now. I'm doing the most. Oh, good. Damn, I put it right where it's supposed to go, too. All right, who the top fans? Sorry for that delay. I hate that. I'm a DJ. The song's got to keep playing or else people are going to go to the bathroom and to the bar. That's a bad DJ right there. Love to you guys. Stompers number 1, Slim Diesel 2, Dan Fan, Money Boy Trey, and Master Proplex. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. All right, so let's get some more of that fallout. What's going on with these NBA Finals? This ain't it. Did y'all see this, though? Look how crazy this is. Go New York. Let's give y'all some love. Uh-oh, can't play that. Y'all singing the real song. Okay, good. We New York. First of all, what? Hello. Oh, that's why this one went viral. It ain't the crowd. She fine. Where they at? Is that Meatpacking District? Look how many people outside. If you got a business right here, I know you like yes and no. You're like, oh, these people ain't buying nothing. They ain't spending no money here. This is sick. That's a viewing party on the side of the damn cutie. On the side of the building? Oh, New York. New York different, dog. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, so sum it up, somebody who knows what they talking about. Tell me what happened.
Congrats to the Knicks. Shout out to JB, Anunoby, all of those guys, Cat, Bridges. Incredible run. And you gotta, give credit. Obviously, it's pain to see. But you gotta tip your cap. JB's a dog. The ball just bounced in the right direction for them. A lot of those games at the end with the Anunoby tip backs and Wemby throwing the ball away, just like it all, the stars lined up. And to win a championship, that's what it takes. It takes you to be healthy, take you to be good, and you got to have some luck and some favor. This season is over.
Yeah, it got to go. The ball got to bounce your way. That road, a lot of people was on that road. Dog, oh my God, I got to go. I'm going to beat it up. I'm going to show you guys. I showed you yesterday, but the point differentials, how it was 14. The Knicks were down every game. 14, 12, 29, 16, and won every game. I got something even crazier than that. Like, what was the number of which they were supposed to lose? The predictability of it. Crazy. Watch this.
Getting prepared for next season, it's any man's game. So now we back to work. Plenty of motivation to improve, get better. Me personally, I know a lot of people think like they've seen the best version of me. My physicality, my mental game, my weaknesses are turning into my strengths. And you have not seen the best version of Jalen Brown. So I look forward to the next season. We'll see where the chips fall, but I'm excited about that.
Man, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's be real with what we heard. One, he's like, oh, my weakness is going to be my strengths. So y'all beating him up. And if you beat me up and I stay here, one, I'm a callous. I'm going to get stronger in just staying here. But two, then I'm going to figure out how to not get beat up no more. And I'm going to get stronger and better. Then I'm coming after you. So he coming after him. The question is, I kind of heard, I don't know if he meant to be vague, but he said, let the chips fall where they may. I don't know if that means I may not be in Boston because they're talking about his real estate has changed up, his portfolio out there and where he's living. And this is all a plot and ploy to get him traded. I don't know. We'll dig into that another time. This time right now is to talk about the Spurs, the reaction post NBA Finals, post championship to the Knicks. So let's start off with Victor Wembanyama.
They do everything the right way. They're classy. And yeah, I think for a lot of people, this team seems to be ahead of schedule. I don't think they feel that way. I'm amazed at Victor. Not just his play on the floor, but he's such a curious young man. He's a pleasure to talk to.
Yes.
He's very worldly. I mean, he's got amazing interests off the floor, but he's really dedicated to his craft. Yes. And he's got such a bright future ahead of him.
No, definitely. And
yeah, that's how you pump up your face of your league right there. Like, oh, he's more than just a basketball player. Like, he can grab you from all angles, everywhere, right? So there's obviously some positives on the Spurs to say they're going to be back here. And there's obviously some things they need to work on, some things they need to change and maneuver. Some say they could have did it in the finals and won, like this.
They shot 3 for 16 over the last 8+ minutes. De'Aaron Fox had just 7 points in the game, dealing with an ankle injury all postseason. Do you see him as part of San Antonio's long-term plans for trying to get back to this stage?
I don't. They're going to have to find another place for him. Number one, he makes too much money. And
De'Aaron Fox, we talking about you, big dog. Here we go.
Number two, he's getting in the way of Dylan Harper. That spot belongs to Dylan Harper. We saw last night and throughout the course of this series that he was their most consistent offensive player on that team. And when you think about D. Fox and the money that he's making, forget the fact that he struggled throughout the course of the NBA Finals because he did have some bright spots. Dylan Harper is just that dude. And there's 3 guys that I'm looking at on the San Antonio Spurs that are untouchable. Wemby, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper. The rest of the roster needs to be reevaluated.
Yeah, there's
blah, blah, blah. Even though Castle had that bad last game, that game clinching Game 5, that was horrible. But at the same time, he's stuck. He there. Those 3. De'Aaron Fox, God, I wouldn't even know if it's buyer's remorse. They just like, damn, we got $228 million to get to this dude, and this is what he did in the finals. I mean, it's just the messaging is bad. Beyond how he played, because he did have at least 2 good games. And that's crazy. He only played 5. He almost played half of the series well. He had his moments of good, and he had his moments of ugh. And Wemby had his moments of ugh, but we ain't talking about Wemby in a bad way. But also, Wemby doesn't have things like this out there, right? I'm going to show it to you right now. This is him, and people are putting this up. This is him in college losing in the Elite 8. All right, tears and all that stuff. And this is how petty-wop we are now. This is him now in the finals after losing the game or so. Okay, look. Steal shots, all that kind of stuff. Come on, y'all. If you don't like me, just say you don't like me, right? I've had that discussion in relationships before. When it gets to that breaking point where it's like, okay, all y'all doing is arguing. All y'all doing is really tearing each other down because you keep saying, well, you need to do this. And they say, well, you need to do this. Everyone has their list. At a certain point, I'm just like, stop reading it. Because God got me, God got you, we good, okay? I think you're amazing because I actually met you and we are in a relationship together. Now, I don't want to sour all of that by just listing out your issues. Just let you go, breath of fresh air, play for a different organization. I'm sure you're going to ball again. Same here, right? Ain't nothing worse when somebody keep telling you all the time what you can't do. And you're like, what? Can you lead with what I do, which is 90%? 90% is all good. You just want to talk about the 5% because some of it's a maybe. Some of it's just all right. No one's perfect. It's crazy. So we're going to give it to you, Dylan Harper. Let's talk.
To get this far, I mean, in your rookie year with a young team, how much of a huge building block can this be for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we all learned a lot in this playoff run. I mean, I feel like a lot of people count us out, and I think that we just proved people wrong. Ain't go how we wanted to go, but I mean, we definitely learned a lot.
What y'all think? Y'all think that? Well, we know they learned a lot, but what y'all think? Y'all think that the Spurs gonna be there next year? You think they gonna win it all next year? I mean, for real. Let me dig into this. Let's do this. Let's do academics. Let me do some academics. I'm gonna shake y'all into where is this chart? There's a chart that shows you insanely how much the Spurs were up in this thing and should have been it. It's crazy. God, I got a lot of topics, y'all, just letting y'all know. Goodness, I ain't even close to finding it. Man, this thing is sick. I will show y'all, but I want to surprise y'all when I do the actual thing. Y'all think Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion, that story is for us or that's for somewhere else? That story just keep popping up. And I'm like, damn. I just heard another layer of it. Like Klay, they say Klay, or the sources are saying Klay is letting out why he really broke up with her. Really? Duh. Oh, man. Now I'm clicking on too much stuff. Okay. Here we go. This is it. Okay, here we go. Check this out. No, I don't want that. I want this. Y'all like, dog, Wiley, you ain't DJing today. Here we go. Here it is. According to ESPN Analytics, told you I'm a nerd. In the 4 games the Spurs lost in the NBA Finals, they had a 91% chance of winning Game 1 up 13. 72.8 chance of winning Game 2 up 2 points with 1 minute left in the fourth. 99.6% chance of winning Game 4 up 20 points with 9:33 left in the fourth. And a 95% chance of winning Game 5 up 10 points with 7:54 left in the fourth. That's insane, y'all. And guess who won? Not them. That is the definition of tricking it off if you ever had to say something. If you ever had to say, what's tricking it off mean? That. Oh, that's crazy. All right, continue. Let's go. We not done. Stephen A., all y'all, what does it feel like? Let's hear it.
I don't even know how to put it into words, and that's my job because I damn sure didn't play. I didn't practice like these guys did. I didn't play. They did it. But it's been 53 long years, and there's so many moments of misery that we had to endure as New York Knicks fans. And to be here tonight, I got to confess, until this series, I never thought it would happen.
Blah, blah, blah. But it did, brother. And now, who are you most happy for? The one you're like, yo, because everybody know a Knicks fan, but nobody happier than this guy. Spike Lee, who can't get nobody to give him a hug. Look, he keep hitting this lady. He hit her 3 times. Oh, what's up, Spike? How you doing? Oh, yeah, you remember me? Yeah, I was in Mo Better Blues. Yeah. Okay, oh, that's that guy that was in Do the Right Thing. I love that dude. Yo, Sal, give me some extra mozzarella on this sucker. He getting hugs now. Everybody like, oh, Spike here. Who knew? Nobody looking down. Shout out to Spike Lee. Love, love, love. Oh, man. So let's talk to the players, how they feel, how they got here, all that good stuff. Let's go.
You're a champ, bro. Talk to me about the sacrifice that was required.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants to be the guy that scores the most and puts the ball in the basket. And that's not everybody's path. That wasn't my path. And sometimes that's a tough pill to swallow. But when you embrace that, when you're a star in your role and you take pride in doing the little things, that breeds winning basketball.
All right, itty bitties out there. I know you're getting 48 points a game right now, but if you're going to make it to the NBA, not all y'all going to get 48 points a game. More importantly, some of y'all going to get 4 or 8 points a game. And we know you got it in you for buckets. We know that you can go out there and get your own shot. This the NBA, y'all. There are levels to this. So you getting your own shot is going to be evaluated against him who has got his own shot. It's different.
And for me, as embraced as I was in the city, wearing this jersey, that sacrifice was easy. Some days it was tough, don't get me wrong, but you sacrifice it for moments like this.
Yeah, think about it, blah, blah, blah. How many times you sitting there like, you watching somebody else who get the ball, who get the shots, who get all the love higher on the depth chart than you? More importantly, in priority, they're the first option, second option, third option. You the ninth option, whatever it may be. And you looking at this dude miss. You looking at this dude have a bad game. You looking at this dude just throw up bricks. You seeing this dude over here building buildings. And you like, coach, hello. That's tough. That's tough when you've been a man every level because guess what? You had to be. You can't make it to the NBA. You wasn't a man. Crazy. But you also don't make it to the NBA if somebody ain't fueling you on, whether it's you or Pops. Y'all know how the game goes. Let's hear it.
Can you believe it when you were sitting in that backyard? No, I'm sorry, in the park in Chicago, that video that surfaced, did you envision anything like that?
I'll be lying to you if I said I did. When we talk about it, you drive in the car, you dream about it. Never envision this. I have all his trophies. He has
really
all of them. He has not one trophy at his house. I'm gonna get this MVP trophy too. I keep all his trophies, and I could never envision this, but it's a credit goes to him. I mean, he's a worker. He loves to work every day, tries to get better, and try to lead his team. So,
can you blah blah blah? What's great about that is he didn't talk about it. He didn't envision it. I think a lot of times it's a misnomer out there that if you don't visualize it and don't dream it, it can't become a reality. That's not true. That is really not true, and I'm glad he said it. Because sometimes it can be too lofty, and it's okay. And not too lofty like it can't be accomplished. It's too lofty to be talking about right now. The flip of it is you talking about it right now, and you're like, "Dog, you 10 years old. Shut up, daddy. Shut up, kid." Like, you can get there. I tell you, like my dad told me when I was young, he was like, "How long is a marathon?" I was really overwhelmed. I was adding up everything I had to do, what I had to do, not why I was doing it. I'm like, man, I got to go to practice. I got to go here. I got to go to this game. I got to go to this tournament. I got to go here. Track meet over here. We got to study. I got to do my dad's just hearing me vomit up all the work I got to do at 10 years old, right? My dad said, how long is a marathon? I said, what? He said, how long is a marathon? I said, 26.2 miles, sir. He said, okay. Now, take one step. How long is a marathon now? I said, 26.1. He said, yeah. That was the lesson. Just take a step. It ain't gonna be as big and as long as hard as you thought it was. Just take the next step. I was like, oh, pretty deep, Daddy. Not bad, Mr. Miyagi. Continue. We got more issues. Come on. Jalen Brunson is it, huh?
Anthony Willis-Reed had 2 Finals MVPs. Brunson's only been in New York for 4 seasons. Aside from a championship, what sets him apart in this conversation?
Well, not only did he cement himself as the greatest Knick of all time.
My Knick.
He cemented himself as top 75 greatest players of all time. Somebody in that list has to step aside.
Whoa! Who was 75? Beat up in the comments. Somebody do it. I don't want to stop the show down. Who was number 70 through 75? Give me something. Who got to step aside? Let's go.
And it's about the story. That's one thing. But it's about what he's been doing in these playoffs since he's put on the Knick uniform. He has been one of the most clutch players that we've ever seen. And when you look at the game last night, 45 points, tied Jordan for a closeout game on the road for his most points to clinch. And when you think about it, 4th, 2nd round guy to win a championship and finals MVP. Nikola Jokic, Dennis Johnson. I mean, what are we speaking on right now?
You don't know. You forgot what you was about to say. I could tell. Anyway, hilarious. The thing is, We've all been to open run. Some of us have seen the NBA practice. Some of us have seen the NBA guys when they're not competing in games at a celeb tournament, whatever. We've all seen that. I'm going back to college, really. I got a visualization of dudes who don't qualify for the NBA, right? But they damn good. You ever just get run against some little short dude? You're like, golly, he is sick. Now imagine how good Jalen Brunson must be, because he's doing that on NBA dudes, the best of the best, and he did it on Victor Wembanyama, the tallest specimen that can move we've ever seen. That can move, I said. You know how good Jalen Brunson must be?
That was two of the guys right there. What are we talking about? And when you think about this, most importantly, Gary, he joins elite company. Steph Curry and Isaiah Thomas, for as guys under 6'2" to lead their team to an NBA championship and win a finals MVP, when the world said he couldn't do it. And I've been telling every single person about Big Body Brunson. They call me everything but a child of God. And here we are right now. This young man has joined the elite company of Joe Namath and Derek Jeter when it comes to Kings of New York.
You ain't lying there, Perk. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that boy. I saw one of those videos. He looking like King Joffrey. Like he walking around here like coming to America like rose petals at his feet in New York. Goodness. Respect to him. People saying Dame Dollar is number 75. Dame is Jalen Brunson better than Dame? Better than Dame? Greater than Dame. He already got a championship, so I know you're going to go there. All right, beyond that, who's the better player? Damian Lillard or Jalen Brunson? Whoa, that's an argument. We're going to have to do that tomorrow. Tell me. Let me see how y'all react to it in the comments. Beat it up. All right, we're getting late in the show, so we got to do the headline. Save all the rest of this response stuff, including the no handshake. Goodness, why do you just be talking? Including some more crash out from Mr. I got some crash out videos I got to show you guys because it's going down. Oh, my goodness. Let's get into this UFC. Did y'all watch UFC last night? Don't lie. That was sick. I'm so glad I watched it. I was like, what is going on here? This is next level. First of all, let's just see what we saw, which is this. Wow. I can't believe this. That's what I heard this cost like, they had to fly this in, this big old, I don't know what you call this thing, a spider web, $20-something million. It cost $60 million to produce all this. Look at the octagon right there, little cover, lights and sound and fireworks coming out that thing. If you didn't watch it, watch the re-air, dog. I mean, you got to get Paramount Plus, though, so I ain't going to try to spend your money. But point being, it was so good. So good. And you know I can't show a damn clip, not one of them. But look, damn. Like what we just saw is right over there. And look, it was 80,000 people just watching it in this thing called an ellipse or something. Like, what? What are y'all talking about? What happened, too? All right, so I think I can show this. And if not, oh, well, it was nice seeing y'all today. Let's show this. This is dope. All right. Is this a real song? Yep, that's a real song. All right, so that's Donald Trump. That's Dana White. Dana White need a hip replacement. All right, so he walking, and he need to go back on that water diet. He got big again. All right, so here we go, Donald Trump. Look at me. Big guys can say that. Donald Trump walking with Dana White. Who knew that? Come on. It was like one black person. I was like, oh, there you go. Obama. All right, here we go. Look at this. This is silly. I got to stop it so we don't get shut down. Look at that. That looked like one of that movie, Avengers or something I saw. One of them damn monsters. Y'all. Come on, y'all. Oh, they walk out here. What if he say right now, I came through the door, I said it before. And then look, the real ones. Look at this thing. When you go to a damn Chiefs game or something, you go to a Charger game, it's one of them. They got what, 12? Burning that jet fuel. That's $1 million right there. Salute, hand on heart, sick. I love greatness. I don't care, man. I ain't getting caught. I'm not going to lose, like, appreciation for sick stuff because people don't like, I don't like him. So I was like, but do you like 12 F-15s? Like, I don't like who did the event. I like 12 F-15s. That is sick. You ever been under that when it happens? You're like, what? Well, not everything was great about it. At least some people say. Let's go.
This has got corporate sponsors all over it. In other words, when they do the sweep of this, and I saw the video, you see all these corporations that poured money in. We know the corporations and people that sponsored the ballroom that he had got more than $50 billion worth of contracts. This is more of his pay-to-play, of his grift and graft, of him doing these
$50 billion of contracts
from
his contributors
from those contributors. A small investment gets me pay-to-play. So this whole thing fits into crass, corrupt, and frankly, cruel.
Choice words. Not here to argue it. Senator Cory Booker, who I've got a chance to sit down with and meet before. Respect. At the same time, you're stating the obvious. Everything is pay to play. I don't understand that. And if you ain't getting paid, then you ain't playing. That's what the message is of this show and these kind of commentaries, is to let us know, get in on the game, y'all. Right? Somebody want to throw a party in your house or your backyard. You just going to let them do it? Anybody? Oh, no, but the government ain't supposed. The government ain't nothing but a power play institution. What are you talking about? I don't want to go too deep because I don't want to divide people, but I would just let you know, stop yelling about black and white like I did when I was walking through that walkway and say, where the black? Start talking about some green. Let's get in the game, y'all.
It's crass because of the reasons you said. It's corrupt because we know this is play. And the cruelty of it is, while he's raising billions of dollars for his arch, for a project, for the UFC, for the ballroom, all of these things, which all he wants to talk about is in his press conferences, are these types of things. It's cruel because the people of this country, most of the people of this country, are suffering, not being able to afford their health care, not being able to afford groceries, rent, and more. We're in an economic crisis, and he's playing the Great Gatsby with his big spectacles on the White House lawn.
Strong words. I'm not here to do the politics part. And the struggle part, look, I've been broke as hell before, too. I was on food stamps, welfare growing up, and they still had spectacles. And at that time, they said we was in an economic crisis. And they were like, Reaganomics. You know, like, I've lived through so many cycles. I'm unbothered by the rhetoric. I hope you guys get to that point, too, because they're going to keep saying stuff that's going to trigger you and get you off your square when you need to be focused on what's most important. In this country right now, more than ever, and it's always been this way, but it's a class conversation. Like, if you really draw between race and then the politics, but class and culture is the two you need to focus on. But they keep you going by race and politics. They keep you distracted. I'm just telling you the truth. Because they treat you way different. Look, I am me. This is where I'm from. The treatment was whatever level you say it was. I'm going to say this. I got $5, got drafted, it got better. I ain't changed my color, I ain't changed my politics, nothing. But boy, that class changed. I'm just trying to say, if you really want to see how this world is, class it up. What if you won $1 billion today? Billion. Then tomorrow you in San Tropez. You think you're going to be sitting there talking about, oh, black, white, brown. You think you're going to be talking about, oh, liberal, Democrat, conservative. You know what you're going to be doing? Pastor Greg Poupon. And you ain't going to care who give it to you. You ain't going to care who you got to ask to get it. I'm just trying to tell you, man, I've been from the bottom to the top and top to the bottom. I'm trying to tell you, while I still got them.
What are your thoughts on the UFC White House just in general? Like, obviously you said that you didn't really want to be on the card anymore, but it's such a spectacle, right?
I don't remember ever saying that.
Okay.
I do want to be on the card.
You do want to be on the card.
I do. And this is what I got to say. First off, I ain't jealous of any of those fighters. I am so happy for those fighters. I don't think you could have got a better main event. I'm happy for every single last fighter on that card. If they need me to fill in, if I'm healthy, hey, I'll do it. For the UFC, I think it's great. It's beyond great. It's literally the perfect scenario. But as far as I'm an economics major. I love studying politics on the political side of things, not the UFC's business. That is, of course, they're going to say yes to it. But what I think personally is that our government is desecrating its role in society by entertaining sports. Our government is to protect and serve the people, and really should be as minimal as possible.
And now I'm trying to see, this is where I wanted to get to, is where he's saying, okay, the role of the government, but more importantly, this role of the government shouldn't be in the entertainment profit business of sports.
When you're doing all of this stuff, hosting sporting events, it's really outside of what the goal of the government was intended to be, because our tax dollars and resources are funding this operation. And like I said, I'm not criticizing the UFC. I love Dana, I love Hunter, I love Sean, Mick, I love all of them. And
well, we know enough about when somebody say they love something, we know they also hate it too. And they're going to go, but, so we ain't even got to hear you, but. Here's the thing. I've been to several events at the White House. None of them sporting events. Taxpayers pay for it. Where's the outcry? I went to an Easter egg hunt at the White House. Where's the outcry? I went to a Black History something at the White House. Where's the outcry? You know the day they have cleared that lawn already. They having an event today. Where's the outcry? That's all I'm saying. When you go to the sports angle, oh, they can't do it. Where's the outcry? And speaking of the sports, let's show some of the angle. It may shut us down, it may not. But boy, this was the moment of the night. I thought this thing was over. I thought he was done. I can't believe this happened.
It's supposed to be.
Okay, there's a moment. You see that? The doctor comes in. Have you ever seen this? The doctor comes in, looks at him, and is like, first of all, you can't look back at me, so I know this is going to be a problem. He says, it's a wrap. I was saying to myself, too, yo, if you stop this fight right now, it's going to be a problem for many reasons. One, I know it's going to be called scandal and crazy by the fighters, but the corruption, and then we spent all this money for this. This is the main event. It was co-main events, but this is the last one. What? People have been losing their mind. They have been destroying. Oh, that's Donald Trump right there. I can tell by the hat. People have been killing President Donald Trump right now. This is what you spent Dana White $60 million on for somebody to just tap out and the doctor say it's over? The doctor, even though it gets to that point, in this round, like from this point on, he actually looked his best, but it didn't add up. It didn't add up. Y'all know who won that thing. Well, you say it's Genty. He won. And boy, give him some love. I love USC, dog. They just be grimy out there. Let's be for real. Maybe something we can show without getting shut down. I'm sorry. I'm trying to skip around it. Let's go.
Yeah,
I caught you with that one.
He's such a pretty boy that he was so concerned about the blood so immediately. I hit him with the uppercut. He's bleeding, and he started touching it over and over and over. But, I mean, he's so fucking dangerous. You know, I don't know how I stayed away from some of those shots. He definitely rocked me, but, you know, I just kept telling myself that to just trust my abilities, you know, not be emotional. And, again, when I say I don't have emotions, like, nothing feels better than what I feel right now.
Blah, blah, blah. He managed, as we always talk about what confidence is, he managed the doubt. He trusted his abilities. That's all it is. That's why I hate when I see these stories. I'm like, who is going around telling kids, oh, never fear, no doubt? I mean, you mean learn how to manage doubt because doubt is going to be there. Fear is going to be there. You're a human being. Stop acting supernatural. Just say I trusted myself more than the obstacles. That's the way it should go. But I guess that ain't poetic enough.
The bonuses tonight are Fight of the Night, Ilya Gaethje, and Performance of the Night, Gaethje and Gone. So Gaethje wins like $825,000 for bonus.
Hey, we take that. Everybody always tell me how much they get paid. I want to know that base salary. Come on, talk something.
Do you just think, man, this is as good as it's going to get, and we just have to write it into the history books?
I mean, that's what I thought about the Sphere, and then here we are now. So I'm always looking to go to great arenas with, you know, good technology and give fans that show up the best experience I possibly can. It was an amazing experience. This was a one-of-one that will never happen again.
You don't think there's a chance the president says, that was good, let's do it again next year?
I can't afford it. There's no fucking way we can do this again. I'll never do the Sphere again, and we'll never do this again.
The P&Ls, as you guys know in business, blah, blah, blah. Profits and losses. He like, not worth it. They spent $60 million to do it. I don't know if that includes the purses and what they had to play the fighters. I assume it does. But, boy, 60? And normally it costs $3 or $4 million. Oh, y'all better look out. He gonna be at SoFi next. He gonna be at the normal stadiums, the normal arenas. See him at Crypto. He ain't doing no damn White House lawn no more.
David, I just got off the phone with David Ellison. He's going crazy. I mean, out the gates from the first fight, the fight exceeded all their expectations. I'll let Paramount make their own announcement, but it was monstrous tonight. Yeah. Monstrous. Like he's, you don't get calls from billionaires flipping out too often. So he is extremely excited. I'll let them do their thing.
I know I was sitting there with my kids about to play checkers, and we start playing checkers, and then I'm like, hey, the UFC is on tonight on Sunday. I was like, I forgot. And we turned it on, so I helped. I kicked in. Larry Ellison didn't call me.
Over the last 2 days, there was something like, almost 200,000 people over at the Ellipse. And the list just goes on and on. I mean, just every way that you – and then tonight the weather ended up I thought the weather was perfect last night. The weather was actually better tonight. So we're sweating the storm all day. The beautiful all day, and then it's looking like from 6 to 9 there's going to be a storm. And this is fucking crazy, but the storm literally went like this and split and went around the White House.
Because the F-15s, they blew that damn air, said, get out of here. Sick.
So, and the breeze was perfect. I mean, just everything. You couldn't have had a better night. It was absolutely perfect. Just enough wind to keep the bugs off us. I mean, all the shit that I was worried about played out perfectly. Production was off the charts. I mean, if you look at what we did, we built an arena on the White House lawn. That was amazing. But if you look at what we did at the Ellipse, it's almost more impressive than what we did on the South Lawn.
Come on, man. Blah, blah, blah. It was sick. Okay, so y'all saying no more? They ain't going to do it again? Well, kind of.
That's something that kind of intrigues you or your production team?
Well, the president and I are talking about doing a fight for the troops next year. So obviously, if you did a fight for the troops, we'd do all that kind of stuff. We did a lot of them in the past. We used to work with the Fisher family, who were very dialed in with the military and could get things done easily. It's not easy to get things done on military bases and things like that. But when we have the Fisher family, and then obviously the president can make a lot of things happen. So we're talking about doing it next year. He wanted to do it this year, and I said, sir, I need a year to recover financially from the White House fight. So give me a year.
Roger that. And
blah, blah, blah. All these Dana comments, huh? Y'all like, damn, Wiley. Look, the reason is, if you try and show that fight, love y'all. I'm just trying to almost give y'all some love and make sure y'all watch that. Okay? Real spit. All right, y'all. Let's get up out of here. Make sure everybody's feeling good. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, become a member, or hit the super chat, or share some love. We just got a new member, Ahmad. Shout out to Ahmad, who's a member now. Respect to you, big dog. It was weird to see Rogan. I see you, big dog. Stymie Snurley say Rogan in the tie was weird to see, right? You know what else is weird to see? I just got to end this with this one. Okay, I saw this one, and tell me if this is real. Men sacrifice happiness for the family. Women sacrifice the family for happiness. Man, I never thought about that, but now I look back all the way to my mama and my daddy. They were on different missions, right? Oh, man. Men sacrifice happiness for the family. Women sacrifice the family for happiness. It's tough being, I got 3 girls out of 4 kids, so I know them women, boy, whatever hormonal happens with them makes them just seek and move the goalposts in different directions than the man. The man won't move the goalposts ever. It's like, that's where it is. It's going to stay there. And then the woman's like, no, it ain't. They like the yard markers. They're like, it's just so crazy because it's sad. Our divorce rate continues to climb. I just go around now in my yoga class, I just look at all the women, fine women, all kinds, all ages, no rings. I'm like, where these kids gonna come from? We gotta fix the family, man. It's getting crazy. And I'm not blaming the women. I'm saying that Instagram is a trap that's telling women that there's a better life somewhere other than the one they have. And then Instagram's a trap to the men because they're telling you it's a better woman out there than the one you got. And I'm not blaming Instagram. I'm just saying it's the exposure, the conduit to it. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. Or else You know what happens if you don't do better? This happens to you. Watch this. Let's get on this energy right here. It's him at another spot. I mean, this is the original, I think. Look at this big old dude. This is me, actually, y'all. Look, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, one police officer finally shows up. If you bust in the crowd, that's all you need to do, officer. Sorry, I know it's not lawful, but you can't. It's only two cops and one dude. Let one go. Look at all these kids with camera phones. Oh, that's my alarm. Get up out of here while he's talking too much. All right, love you guys. Amazing. Great show. I got to say so myself. Good energy. Hey, let's do it again tomorrow. Hey, if you got any topics you want to hit, send them to my X account, Marcellus Wiley, X, or Twitter if you old. All right, we're going to get them in. But love for you guys. Have an amazing day. Show some love to the itty bitties, the next generation. Your old ass ain't going to be here forever. Let them live. And let's have an amazing time. All right, y'all. Get it in. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the birds.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they did cut me, huh? They did cut me. I knew it. See? That's how it goes. Peace.